Hello to my dear friends and family, and also my respected lecturer. I am Subhash Sagar, and today I'm going to present the topic Simple Past Tense from the course subject Basic English Grammar. Without wasting any time, let us bump into the first slide. The discussion of today is simple past tense. What is simple past tense? When do we use the simple past tense? We use the simple past tense to express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. What are some of the common time expressions used with the past tense? Let us see the examples. So the first example for the simple past tense are I saw Maria yesterday. So the word saw is a past tense for see because it happened yesterday. So the word changed from see to saw to show that the incident happened in the past. This is called as a simple past tense. Let us see the second example. Last Friday, the students took their spelling and vocabulary test. Because the incident happened last Friday, the word take changed into took. So the word took is the past tense for the word take. The final example is they got married 2 years ago. And because the couple got married 2 years ago and shows that incident has happened in the past, so the word married is changed into married to show that the word is a simple past tense. For the next slide, let us see how do we form the simple past tense. English has two types of verbs in the past tense. The first is regular verb and the second is irregular verb. Look at the following list at the past tense verbs. Which verbs are regular and which are irregular? The first example are thought, which is an irregular verb. Walked and studied is a regular verb. Gave and became is an irregular verb. Cried and lived is a regular verb. And did, finally, is an irregular verb. How do we define which is regular and irregular verb? So let us see. Regular verbs are verbs that end with ed. Let us see the examples. How does it change? So the simple form walk, study, cry and live. So these words are the simple form that we always use. And how does it change into simple past tense with regular verbs? So the word walk changed as walked in the past tense. The word study changed into studied in the past tense. The word cry changed into cried in the past tense. And finally, the word leave changed into lived in the past tense. So all the words has been added with ed in the last word to show that it is an regular verb in the past tense. How about irregular verb? Let us see. Irregular verbs are verbs that don't end with ed. Some irregular verbs have a vowel change in the past tense. The simple forms are become, give, drive, and also forget. How does it change into irregular verbs in the past tense? Let us see. The word become changed into became. The word give changed into gave. The word drive changed into drove. And finally, the word forget changed into forgot. There is a change in an alphabet in the word, which is the vowel changed. Let us see the next slide. Other irregular verbs. Other than regular and irregular verbs, we have other irregular verbs which have a different kind of change. And the examples are the simple words are teaching, bring, leave, hear, and buy. And in the past tense, it has changed as thought, brought, left, heard, and also bought. So how do we form a sentence using these irregular verbs? Let us see. Celia bought a new computer last week because the incident happened last week. So the word buy changed into bought. This is how we use irregular verbs in the past tense, and this is how we construct a sentence using irregular verbs in the past tense. And some irregular verbs don't change at all. How does it happen? The examples are the simple words hit, put, and set. And in the past tense, it changed at hit, put, and set. So we can see that the words never change at all. This is because some irregular verbs don't change at all. How do we construct a sentence? In the simple words, the sentence would be like, the children set the table every Sunday. And in the past tense, it would be like, the children set the table last night. So there is no change in the verb. This is how we construct some irregular verbs that don't change at all. Looking at this simple past tense, isn't it hard? No. So we should learn how to construct a sentence and identify which are regular and irregular verbs and which are some irregular verbs that have changed in the vowels and some that don't change at all. Those simple past tense are really important in our daily life because in our daily speak, in our daily conversation, and also in our daily usage of words, we are using simple past tense. In order that, we all have to learn a proper simple past tense. And of course, to enhance our knowledge in this chapter, a game is always a need. Let us bump into the next slide, which is the activity time. You'll be given a link to the game, enter the link and you'll be directed to the Kahoot site. Follow the instruction given and play the game. The next slide would be the demonstration on how to play the game. Firstly, you have to enter the link and you will be directed to the exact site, to the Kahoot, and you can start to play the game as in the instruction. So thank you for listening and lending your ears. Happy playing the game and happy learning the simple past tense. Thank you.